Hi, this is Claire Brown. I'm a National Board Certified Health and Wellness Coach and plant-based cooking instructor. And I'm here to just show you a few really simple, easy swap outs for your holiday meals. The thing about those delicious side dishes that we enjoy for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, any time of year really, is that they're filled with a lot of salt, sugar, and fat. At their core, they're really healthy plant foods, but we just add all of those extra sort of yummies to them, which put them over the top. And I'm going to show you just a couple quick things that you can do to the own recipes you use at home to maybe make them a little less over the top and a little more healthy for your family. The first thing we're going to look at is sweet potatoes. One of my favorites, of course, the quintessential sweet potato casserole is that one that's ooey and gooey and topped with marshmallows. And a little disclaimer here, when I make this one for my family, I usually put a few marshmallows on the side of it, so those who really want the marshmallows can have them. As you can see, I already have my sweet potatoes cooked. I just boiled them. The nice thing is they have in the markets now these little sweet potatoes. You can even just steam them in the bag. I'm all about making things super easy. So yeah, I know Thanksgiving we want to put in a little more effort, maybe work a little harder in the kitchen, but you don't have to. You can sit and watch football too. So you can use these quick steaming bags or just throw any size sweet potato in boiling water and let it go until it's soft. This is my first layer. I'm making a small one because I'm going to eat the whole thing. And what I'm using instead of sugar, because the original recipe would have probably about a cup of sugar in it, right? I'm using bananas, which are delicious. They're really creamy, and they also kind of give that marshmallowy texture that we'll, kind of be wanting. What I did was I tossed them in regular orange juice, right? So that kind of gives them a little more creaminess. It's giving them a little bit of sweetness. And I'm just going to layer them right over the top. Also, because it's in the citrus, they'll last a little bit. You could prep this ahead of time, right? You don't have to make it that day. You could cook it, put it in the fridge, and have it ready to throw in the oven ahead of time. And you can be fancy and make this look pretty, but I'm just going to create a little layer right on top of there. So we're not going to put some of those other brown sugar. Stick of butter is another one, right? Like normally the recipe says literally a stick of butter. That's a lot to put into a sweet potato casserole. If I'm going to eat something that decadent, it's probably going to be dessert. So I make my choices. I do have some pecans. You could use walnuts, you could use almonds, you could eat any kind of nuts that you want, but this is going to just give it a little more of that special quality, right? It's going to give it a little crunchiness, a little bit of excitement. If you do like things kind of sweet and the bananas aren't going to be quite enough, you could also add something like raisins, right? Raisins are very sweet. I mean, it's just grapes, but they're condensed, right? They're concentrated, so it brings out the sweet quality. And then the other dried fruit that you could try is dates. Now, dates are really, really sweet, but you can get them just dried in the market. These are from Public, they rerun on sale. And they're going to also give a little bit of that sweet factor. And you could actually toss all this in that banana orange juice sort of mix. I'll throw a couple of these in here too. This is going to kind of be like dessert. But the nice thing is all of these dried fruits and fruit type sweetening ingredients have a huge amount of nutrition, right? So they are packed with antioxidants and phytochemicals and fiber, the big one, right? So fiber is going to help fill you up. It's going to satisfy you a lot more quickly than just eating something that's spoonfuls of sugar. All right, I'm ready to throw my other layer of stuff on here, and we're pressed for time, so I'm just going to throw them on top. And I would put probably a few more bananas on there too, right? Because you want to have the topping be just as yummy as the rest of it. Of course, you can be more organized at home and have it already done. Like I said, you could prep this the day before, have it sitting in the fridge, and then just put foil on it and stick it in the oven. You'll be all set. The other thing that can be nice on here is spices, because it's not going to be sweet. It's not going to have that sweet, fatty taste. You want to give it a lot of flavor. Something I might put in here would be ginger. I love ginger. And probably, again, I'd maybe make a little mixture ahead of time so it's all blended together, but hey. Pumpkin pie spice, right? That's giving it all those delicious flavors. You could use regular cinnamon. Really the reason I'm talking about spices is to point out that one of those really ubiquitous holiday spices, cloves, is actually the highest containing antioxidant spice there is. And we don't use that much of it, really. It smells divine. So this spice, over all others, has the most antioxidants. So I'm throwing cloves on there. There's also nutmeg, all kinds of things. You could put turmeric in here, make it like a superfood. Now you see I didn't add any sugar at all, right? So the thing about that is it's going to be sweet from the fruit, but it's not going to be that candy sweet, right? Especially because I'm using fresh sweet potatoes, right? We didn't buy the ones in the can that already have more sugar added. But this is a beautiful dish. It's delicious. And again, like I said, if you've got kids or big kids who are going to really miss those marshmallows, you know, throw a little on the side there and bake those on at the end for that half, and you can have your little bit healthier half. Anyway, this is Claire Brown with some tips and tricks to eat more plants and make them a healthy part of your day. Thank you.